What's up, everybody? Welcome to Do It. Today we're going to be putting together these mobile workstations with pegboards on the back so you can move around your workshop in style. Let's get to it. So I've been interested in woodworking for a really long time, but I hadn't put any research into application. Fortunately enough for me, the first time I did it, I had one of my best friends help me who happens to be a shop teacher out in Mahomet. And he came up with this remarkable, simple project for me to do my first time, and all it took was a 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch MDF. And we ripped everything down into 9.5 by 23.5 little rectangles, and they assembled these awesome little bookshelves that we put on casters later. Now, I made some novice mistakes that we'll get into later, so hopefully if you try this project, you can avoid it and end up with 4 bookshelves instead of my 3. So once we had everything ripped down, we got out a stop block and our crosscut sled and made quick work of the rest of our cuts. So neither of us had a router table, and Simon solved this problem brilliantly by using something that he had seen on Jimmy DeResta's channel. And all he did was make a jig on a work table where he tacked down some scrap lumber, and we spaced everything out so we could make these nice 3/4 inch dados so all the pieces would fit together beautifully like a puzzle piece. So instead of making our final track, what we decided to do was just clamp it at that end, cut our first couple dados, shift the whole piece out, flip it around, and then make our final dado on that first track that we had made. So to test our work, what we did was we just took a little piece of scrap and tried to fit it into the dados, and it fits so beautifully. Wow, what a satisfying feeling. So for this next part, all you're going to really need is a power drill, some wood glue, a countersink bit, and a handful of very thin screws. For screwing everything together, it was pretty close to fully assembled. All I did was add a pegboard and some casters that I found on Amazon. I'll leave some links in the description below. At this point, you may be asking yourself, where did he make mistakes? Well, as you can see right now, it's a beautiful white. I decided to paint all of those pieces before I put them together. Yeah, that was a big mistake. There wasn't a whole lot of room for error in fitting those things together, so I ended up having to sand it down and then re-glue them together. It ended up being a mess. The other really obnoxious thing that I decided to do was to cut a corner, and I used some screws that I had laying around that were way too big. And the wood started to split on me. So big mistake, all part of the learning process, and hopefully I saved you a little time and possibly a whole bookshelf. So this is the part of the video where we need your help. I don't know what we're going to do with these workstations yet. Should we use one for 3D printing, one for hand saws? I don't know. Leave your comments down below and we'll make a video later on about what we did with them. Now, if you liked this video, we encourage you to smash that like and subscribe button because we have content coming out like this all the time. We also want to give a big thanks to Kohlmann, who made this sweet animation. And as always, thanks for watching.